Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks again for looking at this channel. Okay, the last week of uni, before we broke up for the holidays, the summer holidays, I went through 2 days of a formative OSCEs, I suppose. So these ones are putting everything back together again and making sure that you can do the ALS, you can do the DFib, you can do the drugs, and you can do everything else, and then do the ROSC at the end. And this time I was able to remember what to do with the ROSC, and depends on how, what happens after the ROSC, if their blood pressure is too low or their heart was too, bradycardic or something. It depends on what drugs you use they're on, and things like that. So yeah, I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown before I did mine. I was just super nervous. I was really I have to say I was a little bit teary because I was really nervous. But my group of people that I was with, the tutors, the teachers, as it were, at the uni were very helpful and supportive, and I've got through it, so I passed, I'm happy to say. Yeah, so I passed my formative, which means then the actual OSCE for everything, which you must pass, it happens I think in March, May, sometime next year. So I think I may have mentioned this before already, but then the next day I started feeling a bit odd, and I have to say I partnered the COVID team now. So I tested positive on the lateral flow, and I was just like feeling a bit of a tickle back on my throat. Nothing major. People get tickles and things. And so I thought, because I usually check myself twice a week anyway. And that morning I had checked myself, and before I went obviously to uni, and nothing happened. The next day I checked myself, and I had a very thin, like, second line on the lateral flow. So I called up and I asked for an official test, which happened I think 2 days, no, day afterwards. I checked again on the lateral flow that next morning and became more thick. So yeah, positive for COVID. I'm day 6 at the moment of my isolation, so the whole family's isolated because they've all gone down with it. I had quite a dry cough, really, no temperature. Well, mind you saying that, I'd had a bit of I was hot and cold, but I didn't actually have a temperature through the tympanic I had at home. But that's not to say, if it's part of the deal or not. But just really tired. Climbing up the stairs, which is, I feel like I'm actually climbing the stairs rather than walking up. Yeah. So it's been, really, I wanted to sort of put my practice into work, like doing my sharp skills and stuff. But at the moment can't do it, so we have to wait until I'm out of lockdown. Yeah, it's been interesting. I've been trying to get on and doing some of my uni work at the same time, but I just can't get my head around things at the moment. I haven't got my concentration. One of the other symptoms I had was this pressure in my head. Felt like I had a watermelon that was about to explode. It's just a really unbelievable feeling. And I don't usually get headaches. I mean, I can count on one hand how many times I had a headache in my entire year, of my life. But this was really quite distressing, and I had it for 3 days. So but yeah, I think I'm coming out the other end of the COVID, but it's just the dry cough, especially at night, and the tiredness, and the short breath going up the stairs. So whether or not I can go back after day 10, I don't know. I'll have to see. But that's mean to say that I have to try and use this time productively, and I will get on and do my work on the laptop, which I've got next to me at the moment, and if I can get my head around it, I will. So yeah, all you guys out there, you know, good luck with your exams and everything. If you're like me and in lockdown, try and use, you know, best of a bad situation if you can. It is really quite hard, and some people have got it a lot worse than I have. You know, I know a couple of friends of mine who've also found they've got it. They've had to go to hospital through, you know, oxygen problems and things like that. So it depends on, you know, how your body is. I mean, luckily I had both my AstraZeneca jabs, so I could have had it a lot worse. I just count my lucky stars really that, you know, I've survived almost 2 years without having COVID, so it's going to get us one day, and you just try to sort of go through the flow and get out the other side. But yeah, keep it going, guys. Keep practicing, keep doing your homework. If you are still thinking of becoming an ECA, emergency care assistant, go for it. It's an amazing job. You know, if you want to go further and go a student, or if you want to go further again to sort of become a paramedic, go for it again. You only got one life, as they say. It's taken me, I don't know how many jobs. I think this is like job 20, 25 maybe. I don't know. Probably as many as cars I've got or had. But yeah, each person will find their strengths in this. So yeah, okay, keep safe, drive carefully, and keep free of COVID as much as you can. And hopefully those guys in the Christchurch, Bournemouth pool area, I'll see you as soon as I can get out of this COVID situation. Right, take care for now. Bye bye.